Today, we're going to learn about writing equations. Words to variables to equations. So writing equations involves variables that we have to create for ourselves. Each of these questions is kind of like a riddle. You're trying to translate the words into what variables can be used to create equations. And these equations can be solved. So let's jump right in the first example. We have 5 plus a number squared is 14. So let's write this out step by step. We have 5 plus a number. So 5 plus a number. When it says a number, this is where the variable comes into play. We can create our own variable, and let's just call it x. It doesn't matter what we call it, but x is a common variable name. X squared is equal to 14. So now we've written this into an equation. And in fact, we can solve it. Let's subtract 5 from both sides, and we get x squared is equal to 9. And we know that if we take the square root of both sides of the equation, it negates the square, so it's x is equal to the square root of 9, which is 3. So this is actually our answer. Next up, we have 25 times a number subtracted from 135 is 60. So 25 times a number is going to be subtracted from 135. So it's 135 and then 25 times a number. And let's name this number y is equal to 60. So 25 times the number is right here, and it's subtracted from 135, so that's this part, and that's going to be equal to 60. So we have all the components out, and now we have to solve for it. So we can multiply out 25 and y, so it's 25y is equal to 60. And now let's add 25y to both sides, and we get 135 is equal to 60 plus 25y. Now let's subtract 60 from both sides, and we'll get 75 is equal to 25y. And now we can divide by 25, and you'll see that we get that this is equal to 3, and this becomes a 1, so we just have y. So y is equal to 3. So that's our answer. Finally, so this is actually an example of a formula. And so let's translate these words into the formula that we're trying to explain. And in this case, it's the area of a triangle. So the area of a triangle, which we can represent as A, is 1/2 times the base and the height. So that's going to be 1/2 times the base and times the height. And this indeed is the equation for the area of a triangle.